U.S. Rep. John Conyers' resignation has set off a scramble to fill his seat. Photo, Robin Buxton / The Detroit News, by photo. The quest is on in Michigan's 13th congressional district to find a replacement for U.S. Rep. John Conyers, Jr. Dozens of civic leaders, from labor to clergy, have been meeting regularly to try to find a likely successor to the venerable statesman who was forced to retire amid allegations of sexual harassment. Voters will make the choice at the polls on August 7 and November 6. The list of potential contenders is growing daily, and political factions are stressing the need to quickly find a consensus candidate. Among the early names being tossed around, Wayne County Sheriff Benny Napoleon, Detroit City Council President Brenda Jones, State Sen. Ian Conyers, State Rep. Sherry Gay Donyago and former state reps Chanel Jackson and Rashida Tlaib. To add to the discussion, the elder Conyers has endorsed his son, John Conyers III, for the post. And not to be outdone, State Sen Coleman Young too announced his candidacy on Monday. There are about 40 leaders from various groups in our community who are discussing the need to find the right candidate to succeed Congressman Conyers, said Jonathan Kinloch, chairman of the 13th Congressional District Democratic Party. The hope from many party members and stakeholders in the 13th district is that the field of candidates doesn't become so crowded that someone wins who has no real understanding of the issues important to residents. The issue of Conyers' succession has long been a topic of discussion in the African American community, given his place as an icon of the civil rights movement. The concern has always been whether he was grooming someone with the political mettle and requisite skills to represent the district. But whenever the discussion came up, there was always a pushback from supporters and some civil rights activists who believed the congressman could and should exit the political stage on his own terms. And in 2015, when Conyers became the first African American to attain the status of Dean of the U.S. Congress, the longest-serving member of the House of Representatives, the question of succession only intensified. Today, the district now has no choice but to find a replacement. Hindsight can give us a glimpse of several better paths than one we find ourselves in today, Kinloch said. But, Conyers didn't leave a legible or intelligible plan for us to follow. So we must set a high bar for anyone we support to step into his shoes. Al Garrett, former president of AFSCME Council 25, the largest union in city government, said the Conyers situation should be a lesson for all leaders about the need to always train the next generation to take over from them. There ought to be multiple folks trained and positioned to run for that seat, Garrett said. But I don't think we are organized to do that. Garrett, a longtime power broker, said there should have been an array of individuals who could have benefited from the tutelage of Conyers when he was in office. He said that, for example, an institute could have been created like a John Conyers Political Leadership Academy to help train and prepare a cadre of leaders for future political positions.